end, if you can remember to bring that up and let Bruce answer that for you.
All right, thank you.
You bet.
Anybody else that has questions during the meeting here, go ahead and, you can either raise your hand after the presentation or put your question into the chat room.
Yeah. And John, I see Bruce coming in, so since we've got about 2 minutes, if he's available, we can ask him that question real quick. John was saying that he completed everything he needed, but he hadn't received anything yet as far as applications and so forth to process.
Okay, well, I'll have Nicole check the spreadsheet, and if all this stuff's in there, like he says, she'll probably get it out today.
Perfect. And then the other question he had, which we can remove from our ticket system, was what state is OCOL registered in as a 501c3?
What state is it registered in?
I believe that was the question. Was that the question, John?
Well, the 501c3 designation comes from the IRS, which is federal, all right? But there's only so many states that they're operating in. So when you get the email,
Perfect. Did that answer your question, John?
just a minute.
Hey, Bo, am I cutting out, or was that just Bruce?
Bruce, that was Bruce.
That was Bruce. Oh, good, not me this time.
Yeah, you're sounding loud and clear.
Everybody froze. So I said 503 is an IRS designation, which is federal, but they operate in 23 states now, and you'll get that list in that email with the attachments, and very soon it's going to be 26 states.
Perfect. And Jane, to your question, because we really won't get into insurance too much today at all, because that will consume our entire hour.
Everybody's freezing up.
But to answer your question,
reset my router and come back.
Okay, Bruce, thanks. But to answer your question, Jane, I have the chart. I'm going to reformat it so it looks. Okay. Bo, if you can kick that person out.
How do you do that?
We'll go to his name. That was annoying. More. Remove.
Okay, Galaxy.
Boom. Gone. Hate doing that, but you got to do it. Okay, back to Jane's question. I have that all laid out now. I actually just received a good copy of it. It's going to go into the representative resources section of the final expense landing page. So just so you know, if you're an insurance agent here, we have a new final expense landing page that will probably go live by Monday or on Monday. On that, so it'll be specific to final expense. And then at the bottom of each of our landing page, and the final expense is the first one that we're doing it on, there's going to be a little box that says representative resources. And it'll only be there if you're logged in. You'll have a few quick links. One of the quick links will be an additional page of resources, which will have all of that information on there. So it'll have the step-by-step process to onboard as a final expense agent, marketing resources, everything. So we're trying to clean that up and make it very rich. That's with the funny looking. I don't know where these people are coming from, but we got to find out where they're. It's the Russian looking. Oh my God.
The other one's Rosa.
Yeah, Rosa.
Right.
The one that viruses.
There we go.
There's another one, Gay.
Yeah, Gay, get him out there.
Kick him out. Because he's gay.
So I'm not sure if Jack, if you're able to hear us, if you're streaming somewhere and it's coming in through that, if you could remedy that, that would be helpful.
Steve, I'm not allowed to speak, but my response is I am not sharing the link with any unauthorized personnel.
Awesome. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure.
I am not doing it.
Gotcha. All right. So, Bo, I'm going to let you monitor those things, and hopefully we don't have any more of those. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the chat. I have no idea what that is, but that's...
Somebody's account got hacked. If someone shared the link and they got their Facebook account hacked, that's likely how they got that link.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a lot of chats. All right. So we're going to get started. Guys, I'm not going to record this today because I'm going to be sharing my screens for Nowsite and for the CRM as well, because I'm going to go over both of those. And, there's personal information on there, and I don't want, when we upload these videos to the back office, everybody starts sharing those videos, and I don't want that personal information out. So, Jack, I know you probably stream to other things as well, so if you could make sure that information is secure, we would greatly appreciate that. I'm not going to share people from Silveris. I'll use another account that I have, so everybody here is safe. And let's see, we got 4 people in the waiting room. Let's admit them all. Bruce, Bo, I think we got them all coming in.
If I don't recognize them, I'm not going to bring them in.
Awesome. So today, guys, we're going to cover Nowsite, which is our lead generation software. And then that's not a long presentation because the functions that we use in Nowsite are very, very simple. What you do with that information is important, and the CRM is going to be a big... Who is that one? Can anybody see?
They got under Sam and Denise.
Who do we kick out on this one? Because I'm not seeing
I can
any
see
weird.
I
Jack.
can't see.
Yeah, Jack does that. There's another one that's using Jack.
Jack's muted.
There's one again, Bruce.
Oh, we all log off and come back on.
Yeah, there's
I like that idea, guys. I apologize, but if you could, let's log out, log back in. I don't know if that will solve the problem, but I think that's the best idea right now. So we'll see y'all back here in a minute.
Can you hear me, Steve?
I hear you, bonus, Bill.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was strange. Not sure who iPhone was.
That was like being hacked.
Yep, they came up with all the hacked account, and someone had that link, and they kept sending people to that link to try to interrupt the Zoom meeting. That's what happened.
Well, and what was coming through was subliminal, really lewd, horrible things. If you could listen to it really closely, they were saying horrible things.
Of course it was. There was cursing and divination and whatever else.
Steve, I think you're muted.
Well, they don't have to be exact half, but half. We cut some yesterday.
Steve, I can't hear you.
All right. Can everybody hear me now?
Yes, there you go.
Okay. I was talking away and I had my microphone off, I guess. All right. David, is this going to work now? Okay.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Get a new link.
Yeah, the only other thing you could do is if you want to change the meeting ID number for the next meeting, that's what I would suggest as well.
Yeah.
Strongly.
Good idea. All right, guys, for the sake of time, people might still straggle in here. Bo will let them in.
I'll catch them,
Yeah, we'll get started. I will say, as we get into the Nowsite, when we redid the membership options and we split them up a little bit and we added the pro membership, it changed the way the functionality of registering and so forth with Onsite happens. And so they're still working out the API and all of that with Micah to make sure that happens seamlessly. So we'll be letting you know here next week exactly how we're able to switch that over. It would be really easy just to cancel all of the Nowsite accounts and have people re-register with whatever level of membership they have. We just want to make sure that for those who have been using Nowsite, they don't lose the contacts and the data that they have. And so that's our big issue, is to make sure we're able to secure that contact information. So we'll have an answer for you next week. So everybody that is in the pro membership will have access to the Nowsite at no cost with the 100 leads. So I do want to make sure that's the change, is there's no longer any requirement to recruit somebody to get the 100 leads into your version of Nowsite. So anybody that's in the pro version, that comes with it. And that's something you can't go to Nowsite and purchase. You're going to have to pay more, a higher level service, in order to get that. So
$99, I believe.
yep, $99 is what you're going to have to pay for that. And that's going to be included in your $79 pro membership. So with that said, let me go ahead and share my screen. And get rid of all of these extra windows. All right. Can everybody see my Nowsite screen all right? And go ahead and speak up. I can't see thumbs or anything like that.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
Perfect.
Awesome. So again, this is going to be a pretty quick one. We'll go through some of the functionality. I know, Lawrence, you said you weren't familiar with the sales flow, or I think you called it lead flow. We'll go over that as well. So this is the dashboard, and I'm going to primarily cover not 100% of the functionality of Nowsite, because you can do more things. However, if you're going to pair this up with our CRM Go High Level, you're not going to use a lot of those different functions. So main screen is going to be your contact screen. You'll see the tabs up here on the top. So right now I'm in the all contact screen, so you can see them all. I can click on a contact and get more profile information. The other tab is lists. And so these are different lists that I've created. Some of them, like farmers and plumbers, we did just as an example when we were teaching people how to set it up. But these lists, if you look here, it looks like look at that. They put a new function. So one of my videos is obsolete already. You can now just create a list right from this function here. If you recall, before we had to go into the all contacts, save new list, and create the list there. But now this makes much more sense. You can just create a new list, type it in there. And I recommend you do that before you even search for contacts. Figure out what niche you're going to search for, create the list, and it'll make sense why here in just a second. The next tab is enhancements. I don't have any on mine, but I'll show you how when you go into your contacts, you can enhance the view of the contact and get a lot more information specifically about that contact. And then sales flow, that's the functionality when you bring a contact in and you run them through, you make the initial contact with them. And I will go through that process. So the main thing that people are going to want to do when they first get into, in my dashboard here, you can see the usage summary. You want to keep track of this because with your account, when it's available, it'll say 100 leads available. And that means how many leads for the month during this time period up here that you can pull into your system. So if it's a fresh account, it'll say 100 leads. This on mine, March 17 would be the deadline for me to bring those 100 leads into the system. And this is important because when you roll over, so on March 18th, I won't be able to go back and get those 100 leads. I'll have a new list of 100 leads that I can bring in, but you're not going to be able to recruit those other ones that you had. So you're going to want to bring them in every month and make sure you're loading up your database with those. Mine has a little infinity logo here because I have an account that has infinite leads, which you can get from Nowsite if you want to upgrade. So if you have a system in place and you're running funnels or you're reaching out and making contacts, which I highly recommend doing it that way, and it's successful and you want more than 100 leads, you can upgrade your account to get an infinite amount of leads. And we also have the ability to do that through Solveris now, where we didn't in the past. So we can upgrade your account to the $99 account for less than $99. So we can facilitate that. So let's go into the search process. You can click on My Prospects and click on it again. All right. Can you guys still hear me? Anyone?
I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Great,
I
thanks.
can hear you.
Okay, there's a lag going on with mine right now, so let me try to go. Now it's going to go to prospects. Here we go. So you're going to go into your prospect section, and this is where you're going to set the search criteria for the specific niche that you're trying to pull into your database. And so you can see here, I can search by city, state, country, interest and skills. There's a wide variety of interests and skills that you can search for. So I use an example. If I want to do personal reach outs, again, I recommend that, trying to have a conversation with a person rather than trying to sell them with the first message that you send out. I have a background, I had martial arts schools. So I might type in here martial arts. And then when I search an industry like real estate or mortgage brokers or network marketers, I'm going to pull up all of those with an interest in martial arts. So then my first conversation could be, hey, I noticed you trained in the martial arts. What style did you study? And then it's a very indirect way, bring up a conversation, chat back and forth a few times, and ask questions that will expose a need that they have that you can fill with the solutions in Solveris or your other business. Again, you can use Nowsite for any business you want. It's not specific to Solveris. You can search by gender if you want. Certain companies, you can name a company. You can name a job title, CEO, manager, whatever you want to do. If you want a certain education level, you can do that. Preferred contact method, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, email. You can get all of that information from this.
And you know what, you slob? You're going to clean the bathroom too.
Directly.
You are!
Direct you
Not you will, you are!
to those channels.
You're disgusting and I'm sick of putting up with it!
And then, remember
I wish you'd
wanted to
die.
save the list before you
I really do, I wish you'd die!
Because right here, there's a window that says ask.
Why don't you just get out of here, Jack? Flush the toilet, I can't stand it anymore! It smells! You're disgusting!
Then you can click say
I wish you'd die, Jack, I really do, I wish you'd die!
It'll put them in that list. So
Why don't you kill yourself and do us all a favor?
those specific
I'm sick of it! No money, no nothing is worth this!
so far.
Nothing is worth it, Jack! Nothing!
So what I'm going to do, let me change this to real estate agents, realtors, and I guess I have an age here. What I say, 35, 40, 18. There. So now I'm here. Let's search for brokers. I don't care about what company. I have an industry, and I'm not going to put any interest and skills in here for right now. So from this list, I have my.
You want to start smoking again?
Screen. I have the list.
Why not?
Of every prospect in. I have
Why
the
not?
criteria. All I'm gonna do.
Yes, it is.
Get prospect and.
Yes, it is.
And I think this is the functionality, Lawrence, that you said they didn't have when you were involved. More
You're
deeply in the
great.
website.
You're a horrible creep.
Okay, great.
I'll take all your stuff and just sling it out. That's what I'll do. Because I'm done.
It pulled this contact into my database. And what's nice about that, it means this contact is no longer available to all of the other Nowsite users. So we're not, if you guys are all using the same search criteria, you want to search network marketers at a certain age group, all males, you won't get the same prospect as another one of our Solveris members. So that's really nice. From here, I can see some general contact information. I can view the contact, and I can launch sales flow. So I'll go back again and I'll show you some more of the detailed information we can do with the contact. But let's go through this process so you can see how easy it is. I essentially clicked one button to bring the prospect up. I hit launch sales flow. It's going to pull that contact right into here so you can verify it's that one. Click next. And let's say I want to reach out with an email. You can integrate your own email with this system. So it'll use your email to send it. So I'm going to click email. And then from here, it can populate some messages that they've already tested, effective messages. I can look at this one and go, okay, yeah, I don't like that one. Let me click next. Oh, yeah, I love that one better. And I can just click through the different messages that they have. Or I can go over here and click my messages. And if I have messages saved, it'll pull those messages in. And I can pick the ones that I have saved already. Okay? So let's just say I'm using this message here. Sorry, I've got windows in my way here. I can't see. I'm going to click send the message. It automatically sent the message. Email went out. You made your contact. Now I want to create a follow-up. So when I go to my dashboard in Nowsite, a week from now, it'll pull their name up and say, hey, you need to follow up with this person. So right here kind of defaults to a week. So I'm going to click the 18th. The objective is to continue building rapport. I have other objectives that I can do, but those are great. To remind you when you see that contact in your dashboard, how am I following up with this person? What do I need to do? And then you can add notes. And then at the bottom, click book them, Dano. It's going to schedule it for you. And then it says, do you want to do it again? Let's do it again. Okay. This is the dashboard for follow-ups. So if I went here and if I was keeping up with it, I would know I need to contact all of these people that I've already sent messages to. Okay. Any questions on that so far? Feel free. This is the time to ask the questions. No dumb questions at all. Pretty simple. Again, I could do that on, well, right from here. Let's say I already contacted this person, right? I can launch sales flow for my next contact. And maybe on this person, I say, I want to do it in, let's go LinkedIn. Okay. There's the message. Now, what's neat about this one is it doesn't send the message directly to LinkedIn from this system. It doesn't have that type of an integration. But when I click send, excuse me, it's going to automatically copy this message to my clipboard. And I'll show you why that's helpful. So I click send, okay, go to LinkedIn. It's going to automatically open up their profile.
And you definitely need a car, because if anything happens tomorrow, if I'm not here, you're going to handle it.
I'm not going to send this one. Now, when I hit paste, it's going to paste the message that I had. Okay? You can see here that in the message that we copied, there is a specific link. You can put these links in your messages, and what that does is it's a unique link. So whenever this person clicks the link in the message and maybe opens up a page or a video, you can set it up to where you get a notification on your cell phone, a text message that says, hey, I don't know how to say that, Danilo just viewed your video. That is a great time, if not the best time, to reach out, make a phone call and say, hey, I noticed you watched the video. I just wanted to get some feedback from you. All right, so really neat feature. And then once I send that message, I go back to Nowsite. It says, did you send it successfully? Click yes. And we're going to, again, book the follow-up. And then you can just repeat that, do it again. Pretty simple. Questions on that, anyone? I can't see heads nodding or anything, so just, yes, sir.
Because I'm kind of new a little bit, teach me with Solvaris, with now that I've got this person's interest, I want to monetize this situation. Where am I aiming them to first, the product or Solvaris, or help me out as a newbie?
You know, that is an excellent question, Bill. And my opinion is the more you can kind of niche down. So you're either going to search for a Solvaris representative with the business opportunity, and I would send them to the business opportunity page where it talks about all the compensation and all of that stuff. If you'll notice, we've redesigned the website. So when you go to the homepage, it's customer oriented. It doesn't say anything about building a business, building a team, compensation, or any of that. So if you're not looking for somebody to add to your team and you want to direct them to a specific product or service or solution that we offer, then you can send them to the homepage. Better yet is to go directly to the landing page of that solution. So if it's a final expense type customer and you wanted to share that information with them, then just go to the final expense landing page. And let me just share that. Should I walk you through that? So you can see I'm logged in right now. So the name of my store is also up in the URL. So that means any page I go to on the Solvaris website is my page now. This is my personal website. So a couple ways you can get to let's use the final expense page. And again, the updated one will be in here. I can go into the insurance senior solutions, and you can see I have a final expense program. Right now, if I click it, it'll probably just go to senior solutions. But let's just say this is the final expense page that's going to be up next week. It will have all the information for the customer. So this will be customer based. However, Bill, you're a rep, so you'll be logged into this system. It's actually going to give you down at the bottom in about this area here, another box that will give you tools as a rep. So if you want to see the comp plan for you, you'll be able to click comp plan. If you want marketing materials, you can click the resources link. It'll open up another page specific to the final expense, which will have the brochure, the step-by-step process for onboarding real estate agents, and the forms if you're an agent, right? To where you could just click the form and start the onboarding process. So what I would do to answer your question specifically, if I have a final expense customer,
And with Hazel and Crack too, I'm done.
Copy this link.
Nothing for Christmas, nothing for birthday, no nothing.
And then they'll go directly to
I told you
your
about
store,
that
because
one,
again,
Lynn.
this
Yeah,
link
I'm
is
done.
Specifically for you.
That's not a nice
Now,
person.
No.
They're a customer. So
Always
they won't
acting
be
all
logged
stupid
in.
all the
So when
time.
they come to
Well,
this
when I
page,
die,
they
I'll
can
leave you
see
some.
all
Yeah,
the
suppose
stuff
you don't
that
die
they
and you
do for the
spend it
rest
all
of
up
the
in
season.
care.
And that's
You know,
what's
you don't
really
do
cool
that with
about all
people.
the work
When
that
somebody
Mike and I
does
know
something for
everybody's
you, you
very
recognize them on the
about
spot.
this website
You
being
do
launched.
something on the
So
spot.
those are the
Yeah.
kind of
Am I right?
Yeah.
functionality that this site has that makes it very,
Look at Uncle Mac and Aunt Heidi. When Uncle Mac died, they gave stuff to the neighbors and they were always giving things, you know, and
Yeah.
thanking. And everything on the spot and then afterwards. Not then. They cleaned everything out the house. Well, there's nothing in the house, so we can't give you anything. You know, I'm done.
I will tell you right
I'm
now,
done. I'm truly done. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it
We
out.
are already outgrowing this type of a layout.
I did enough years.
We have
You know what I mean? So she could stay there. I helped out long enough.
The insurance
You know?
solution, you won't believe how many
Lynn,
multiple solutions we
you
have
saved
available.
her life.
It's gonna fill
Yeah.
that thing up.
And
And we're
you're
not
not-
gonna be able to put all of those on
I
there.
don't
So
get it.
We're gonna
I
come
don't
up with
either.
a nice way for people to be able to navigate. It can certainly go here.
Like, no, nothing.
Mega menu very easily.
Look at the people down the road when I rescued their dog. Well, you weren't here. I got their
Did that
dog
answer
for
your
him.
question,
Yeah.
Bill?
The next day they came over with mums. A big mum plant. They were bright yellow. They just drove over with it. Here you go, thank you. First of all, when I was there, they thanked me for their dog, but I didn't expect nothing. They just showed up with this big plant for me.
Because they were thinking of you.
Yeah, but hey, nothing. Nothing.
No.
Always nothing. Nothing. And I'm truly done with these people. Heck, I went out of my way. I called her niece. I got everything all set up for her. I'm done.
Yeah, excellent.
I'm
Excellent.
truly done.
Here's
All she
another
said to
idea,
you
and I'll
was,
show
fuck
how
you.
can
What'd she
do it,
tell
but
you? She wished she
surveys
died.
are very popular. How many times do
Right?
people ask
Yeah,
questions
'cause she don't
on
go to
Facebook
Florida.
or LinkedIn, and they
That
try
ain't
to
my
get all the
problem
comments and
either.
everything.
That's time
What
too.
if you
She
ask the
grows
question,
up.
and when they
Look
click
at
it,
Aunt Dot.
or maybe
Aunt
you
Dot
say,
didn't want to
hey,
go to Montana
is
either,
this
but she,
something
you know,
that you would qualified.
You know, she had to. She's like, oh, well, I don't, you know, but I realize they have this, they don't want the winter, they don't want this, you know. But not this one over here. She don't think of nobody. All she thinks of is herself.
Yeah.
You can do
All
that,
just for
but
herself. Like you go. You go too, all just for herself. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah.
Final expense people, when they online or
Not
on board,
Misa.
it's a
Misa
survey
throwing
that we
me.
created. The
Am I
folks that are
right?
Signing up for Bo's and Deborah's new
Now that's a
real
sister.
estate launch kit. Those
What
are
there too,
surveys
having
that
Meghan Markle was they got nothing on her.
and it
Yeah.
triggers
Because she don't care about them people over there. All she
Yeah.
cares about is herself
automatically.
and her mom. That's
I'll go
it.
into the CRM here in a sec. I just want to make sure I answer every question that we have on Nowsite. So back to Nowsite, let's just go over. That's mainly what I just covered is mainly what you're going to do all the time. Can you build landing pages in Nowsite? Yes, you can. Can you manage some social media channels? Yes, you can do that. But the reason we included Go High Level is because it is so much more robust with the things that you can do that you don't want to start building landing pages in Nowsite and then have landing pages and Go High Level. It's going to defeat the purpose. So just use this, in my recommendation.
And you know too, it's when after a while when it's always Megan's mother hanging out with them all the time, after a while, if they have fights and they get sick of it, he's gonna say, shit, what about my dad?
Can that be automated?
What about my dad?
Yeah.
It cannot. Nowsite does not.
My dad was the one that walked their ass down the aisle, but yet we never have him over.
Import your entire database.
You know?
Into
Yeah.
Nowsite.
You're the one that told me to write a book and trash my family. That was dumb enough to listen to you. Now I don't even have my family having my back anymore. Yeah, you got your mom.
It stays within their system.
Am I right?
And
Yeah.
isn't just pushed into another system. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't take me long because if I'm making one-on-one contacts, it's really easy just to open up a form that I created in Nowsite, type in the information that I want, and click a button, and they're in my system. And you can set that up to even automate new emails and everything. I would have a drip campaign ready to go. So when I make a contact here, if it's for, again, let's use the final expense, I would have a final expense drip campaign ready to go. And then that once I put them in there, it tags them as a final expense prospect and it starts sending out the emails and educates the customer. And then they have call to actions. Now, the question that's going to ask is, Steve, do you have that available? Not yet, but the plan is as we build these out, if you are a Go High Level user, you would be able to take what's called a snapshot and get all of those automations and funnels put right into your account. So then you could utilize those. You could customize it for yourself, personalize it, put your own signature on it, and then use it.
And you don't have to worry about their secret shit with me anymore because I truly don't care. I really don't. I'm done. Like I said to you, I bet your buddy's the one that had George come over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They all got in touch with, oh yeah, go over there to Aunt Hazel's, whatever, it's my aunt. Well, you know, I don't want Lynn to know. I don't want Mark to know. He's sneaking around all the time in the dark. Probably Mark gets a tip for doing what he does. He probably gets a tip for it. But I don't get nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when she had her new mailbox put up that time and you put the numbers on, I saw her coming down the road a little bit with a light. So that, yeah, she probably put a tip in his mailbox. Yeah, with me all the time. So I'm done. I'm truly, truly done. I'm sick of all the crap. Like you said, everybody being played against each other. I'm done with all of it. You know?
Yeah.
Anything happens again. In fact, you know what? Even with food stuff delivers, I ain't calling no more. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Suppose I bang on the door and she falls. Well, you know, well, Lynn banged on the door, and you know she's kind of loud, and I got up so fast to answer the door because Lynn was there, and I fell. And then Lois will be like, well, you know, you should have just left it there, Lynn. You know what the hell with all this? Really? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get your shit in, leave it there. Heck, Lois has cameras all in the house. Let them watch the house and say, hey, there's delivery. Get your ass up and get it. You know?
Okay, so we have an update.
You know what?
Troy.
That's
Thank you
right.
for
They can
noticing
see
that.
the
Well,
delivery
that's all
when
I
it's
have.
coming.
They don't even have sense enough to use the security equipment. So they, you know, I'm just done.